and thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. That's a loud ass truck next to me. If you can hear that, I can. I don't know if y'all can, but this is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is another edition of Car Conversations on Jay Lee's Corner. Okay. I hope everybody had a great Friday. Is gonna have a great weekend. Okay, the weekend is upon us, which is always a good thing. Well, if you have days off, I'm off my regular job on weekends, so it's a joy to not have to get up and go to work on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, even though I still work because I do YouTube. So this is the Car Conversation for Teen Mom OG Season 8 Million Episode 2. Okay, the episode that came on the day was a 2-hour episode. It was episodes 1 and 2. I was doing that shit together. I told y'all I did part 1. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And so here is part 2 of it. The foolishness of it all. These girls. Okay. Well, you know what? Most of this episode, it was Cheyenne who got on all my nerves. She got on all the nerves I had. And I was surprised. Well, I wasn't that surprised, but I'm like, really, little girl. So, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole J-Bird. Pothole. And all that good shit. So, of course, let's just go person by person. I'm gonna start with Amber because Amber's was, the easiest, so to speak. Amber, we know, suffers from depression. Amber has, I think she's bipolar, and then it's I think it's like bipolar, but also like some kind of borderline split personality disorder, I think it was what you said. So, but we know Amber has had different issues the whole time she's on the show. So, we see a bit of Gary talking to Christina, just trying to figure out if they talked to Amber since she's been having these breakdowns, within her situations or whatever. And he like, well, no, we really haven't. And I think that, it should be her that talks to Leah about her issues and not us. And Christina was like, I get that, but, we need to kind of address things because, you never know, you never know what may happen. And she kind of brings up how, her father was, I guess, a depressed person. Her father ended up killing himself. And her point was, because Gary was trying to say, like, Amber's fine, she won't do anything crazy. Like, yeah, you think that about people, but you don't know until they do something crazy, and then you like, oh my God, I can't believe so-and-so killed themselves. So she was saying how she never thought her father would kill himself, but he did. And so Gary like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? It made him feel like, well, damn, that's true. Like, you don't think about it until it happens. And so we just see Amber and Andrew talking. And he's like, so they're going to talk to one of her therapists, or either the therapist or psychiatrist, because Amber's, having episodes, and he wants to be able to communicate better with her, know when she's triggered, and not inadvertently trigger her solely because she's having a mood swing, and he don't know it because he like, I'm not, I don't know what to do. I crack a joke, she get pissed. I want, so it's these things are happening. He like, I don't know how to like speak the language that is of a bipolar person to not set them off. So they go see her for psychiatrist or the therapist. I don't know what the person was. And she just said like she's like it's like two worlds going on in my head. Andrew's so good to me. He's the best part. I love him so much. She don't want to lose him based on her mental health issues. And I feel two ways about it. I don't want to joke about it, but I have this thing to where I hate when anybody makes crying noises, no tears come out. That just I hate that. I feel like, what you making a noise for? You know what I'm saying? And I know I sometimes feel like a person be fake crying for attention. But I also am aware that Amber has real issues. And I feel like Amber is the kind of person to where she don't need to be on reality TV with the amount of uncontrollableness that I attest to Amber. And because she tries to act like she has everything in control, and she doesn't want people coming at her. So I feel like she is not at a point in her mental healthness to where it's smart for her to still be on reality TV, because it's making her times harder than easier. But I also feel like it's good for people to see a person dealing with it, the good and the bad. I just don't feel like Amber manages it the right way. I feel like Amber has ample amount of help at her fingertips that she does not utilize. And Amber then likes to go off on different situations and then say or kind of blame her diagnosed mental illnesses as reasons for her blow-ups. And I'm trying to choose my words wisely to be sure that nobody like, oh, you can't be, blaming or, shaming. And I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is Amber needs to be managed. She needs to be in counseling to get to a point to where she can control herself. And because what she do is Amber gets to a point where she's controllable, where she's able to control things and she's okay, and then she just stops going, and she slowly reverts back to ways of and things that she shouldn't do. And I think she has to understand, because she said, I just wish there was a cure, but there isn't. And sometimes the cure to something is just consistent treating of it. I think Amber consistently should be in some kind of counseling, not like a psych ward, or I think she consistently needs to have somebody to talk to about what she's going through so that she doesn't spiral. Okay? I think that's what Amber needs. And if Amber isn't going to consistently get help, because she can't just spiral and say, I want to quit the show, I don't want to talk to nobody for 2 months. But you'll come back 2 months later and you may be not spiraling at that point, but you still feel low. And I feel like if she just has some kind of consistent help, mentoring, tutoring, that, it may be easier for her to cope on a regular basis, and she may possibly have less lows if she's consistently working on herself to make sure she's in the best mental state for herself and her family, which is her, that man, them kids. Okay, leave that alone. Kate and Tyler, they're fine. Okay, they're fine. They back in the house or whatever. Cool. Tyler gonna go visit Butch. Butch is still, I think it's Arizona or Texas, I don't know, one of them states. Because he went to rehab and he's out of the rehab. He's like, live on his own or whatever. And he like, I haven't heard from him in a minute, so it's not a good thing when I haven't heard from him. And Kate say, well, sometimes he call you don't answer. So that could be it too. He's like, well, what, you're right. So he goes to visit his dad, and Butch for the most part is okay. He does say how it's been hard, it's been difficult, because he's there, they're trying to work, make money, have a life. He's like, so even though I'm, no longer where I was, it's still a consistent, constant, step. Everything's one more step. He then says why he has not had any drink, he ain't been drinking nothing, and I guess he ain't been smoking crack. He does say that he's doing marijuana maintenance, which I guess is something that people do to manage their anxiety. And he like, what? Why what you doing that for? Like, does that even mean that you're sober? And he's like, well, I have this anxiety, so I have to kind of calm myself. So he just smokes weed here and there. And that works for some people. But I like how Tyler pointed out, like you said a long time ago, that it starts from one little thing. You will be clean and sober. You may have something to drink or smoke a joint, and that is the start of your spiral. So with you being clean and sober for all this time in rehab and sober living, don't fuck it up, okay? By getting high for your anxiety or whatever. We see Tyler's sister there. She lives there, and she's doing great. She's like, I was bred for this shit. Because she now helps other addicts get better. And she says she's like, so that's her. She's found her focus. And she looks great. She looks like she really wanted, be better. And she said for her, it's hard because she's like, I got better seeing Bush get better. Now he fucking up. And I'm like, what's your problem, bruh? But she like, I can't make him do whatever. I knew about the marijuana maintenance. I didn't like it, but it's, you know what I'm saying, it's his life. And then Bush got an old girlfriend who looked to have a whole big ass house. I'm like, what you doing? Got a good old girlfriend. And I'm like, she don't, girl, I guess so. I don't mind if my boyfriend is a former crack addict. I guess so. But he ain't sober yet. So, I mean, Tyler, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just done trying to fix people. He grown, you grown, my sister grown. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so I'm like, that's fine. But him and Kate, for the most part, is good. Macy, what's that boy name? Ryan, his damn punk ass wife, who I still don't like. Ryan got rearrested. Okay, Ryan got arrested because he apparently was at some bar on like a Wednesday at like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon drinking, and he didn't pay the tab. So because he didn't pay the tab, it's like theft. And because he's on parole or probation, that's a violation of his parole. It's a probation or parole violation. So he was rearrested. Got to go to court. So Macy all like, who wants to tell their son that daddy's arrested? I think at this point, Bentley should be used to Ryan fuck ups. Like, it's hard to talk to your kids about it, absolutely. But I think at this point, Bentley won't be surprised because there's always something. I like how Macy talks to him off camera. I think that's smart. Like, don't make him feel like he, because sometimes on camera, for a kid, they can react one way or the other. They may not react at all because the camera's around, or they may overreact. You never know. So I like how she talks to him off camera about these things so that he can feel however he wants to feel and not feel like America's watching him and his reactions. I think that was good. She brings up how she's so angry at Ryan because Ryan keeps fucking up and doing dumb shit. And he does keep fucking up and doing dumb shit. That is very true. But she like, I'm his mama bear. And because he's done these things wrong, I almost don't want to talk to him. And I feel like you can't be so upset with him that if he was doing better, that you don't want to talk to him. The thing is, Ryan keeps fucking up. So it's hard to defend him when he keeps fucking up. I don't think Macy should not talk to him if he's clean and sober and trying to be better. I do feel like she has the right to say fuck you if he keeps getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with that part of it. But that's neither here nor there. They show, Ryan's parents, and then Macy, I don't like, not Macy, Mackenzie, I don't like that bitch. And Mackenzie's sitting there, so the producer like, so what's going on or whatever. They like, okay, you gotta go to court on whatever day for these charges. And the producer, well, what about the heroin charge? Mackenzie get pissed off. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Bitch, you either want to be on the show and show your life and explain the good, the bad, and the ugly, or you don't. But we don't like you enough. We don't give enough of a fuck about you, Mackenzie, for you to be storming away like somebody asking you, do you suck a dick or not? Now that will be some rude shit to ask you. But you're both on the show. The charges are on. Like, say, bitch, if you defend him, if it's a bullshit charge, say it's a bullshit charge. But to walk away as if the question is above you now, which it isn't, bitch, okay? It's just stupid, and it aggravates my spirit. His parents say how, he was out drinking, he shouldn't have been, and he got, that it was some dumb shit. They don't really address the heroin charge either. But in a later or earlier, was it later scene or maybe earlier scene, Mackenzie was talking to a friend. Mackenzie said because Ryan had that initial heroin charge, whenever he's arrested for anything, if they violate him for something, the original charge will come up. I don't see why she couldn't say that to the fucking producers. If you can say it to your friend, why are you upset that they're, because she was saying to her friend, like, the charge will show up as heroin because that was his initial charge. That's what he's on probation or parole for. However, if he's arrested for something different and it's a violation of the probation, the only charge that comes up is his original charge. That wasn't fucking hard to say. Why didn't you just say it? But you want to walk away like a little punk ass bitch. It pissed me off. I don't care. So Ryan ended up having to go to court. He got 90 more days like in jail. That's white privilege. Ryan, he consistently gets into bullshit. And he consistently doesn't have any real issues happen to him. 90 days ain't shit. Period. Not to a person who keeps getting fucking arrested or keeps violating probation or keeps on drugs. It ain't nothing, okay? Nothing. But I digress. Last but not least, Cheyenne and Corey. So, Corey has a girlfriend, okay? The girl Taylor from that show. Who he was talking to Nelson. Nelson is also be on the challenge. And in talking to Nelson, he said, look, the fans of the show, of both the challenge and Team Mom, people on social media want him to be with Cheyenne simply because they have a whole baby together and they want them to be together because they're a cute couple. He said, I thought about that. I could do that, but I would be doing that for them and not me. He said, if I want to be happy, I figured out that Taylor makes me happy. I don't want to be with Cheyenne. I feel like that is the best decision the father of your child can make, is that you don't make me happy. And if I'm with, because they was never a couple. They was hooking up here and there. Let's make that clear. But for the father of your child to kind of let you know, I don't really want to be in a relationship with you. Yes, we've hooked up a couple times, but that's not going to be good for our child. Like, we need to be friends. Like, that's a good thing that he realized that shit and he don't keep leading you on. Period. So, him and the girl Taylor is taking their first couple trip to, like, I think it was maybe Mexico or somewhere, a vacation. And he said he wants to make the relationship like Instagram official because he wants to start being able to live his life as he sees fit. He don't want to have to, like, not live his life in the open because fans want him to do something different, okay? We have to get that people don't have to live the lives we want them to live, okay? That's not how it happens. So, he and Taylor go on a little trip. We see a quick little snippet of her from his IG post of him, like, going, taking a vacation. Say, hey, babe. And she's like, hi. And that's really it. And then, of course, they over there, by the pool, kissing and hugging and kissing. So, they in Mexico, wherever it was, at Cabo, on a vacation. People have People have vacations with their boo. It's what they do. Okay, it's what they do when you're in a relationship. So, Cheyenne at home, seeing how she is upset and how Corey is trying to put things in the public and he's being so, why he putting it on his IG? Bitch, because it's his IG. It's his personal page. He put out what he wants to. It made me so frustrated for Cheyenne to resort to be a bitter baby mama. To be complaining about your baby daddy enjoying life with his girlfriend and then to say, why he gotta put up that they kissing? Because they kissing. Because they fucking kissing. So what? Go get you a man and kiss him too, girl. And we will be happy for you. No one wants you to not be, in a happy relationship. But you can't not hate on Corey because he with a girl who you just don't like. But I feel like she wouldn't like nobody Corey dated because she still likes Corey. That's it. Okay? So that's the first part of her saying how, he is doing stuff for the cameras and, I can't believe that and why post that and why post this. You had a whole... You are complaining about Corey going on a vacation with a girlfriend when you had your boyfriend on the full TV show. Your whole boyfriend lived with you and was on Teen Mom last season. All Corey didn't even bring his girl on television. Not yet at least. But you flaunted your relationship too. And sometimes we have Corey there. Corey didn't get no fucks. Corey didn't give not fuck. Okay, you gave more fuck than Corey did about you and Zach, and most of the fucks you gave was none about Zach. But I digress. Cool. So that happened. So Corey gone on vacation, and then the baby gets sick. Okay, their daughter has some kind of rare disorder. I can't think the name of it or whatever it is, but it's something within her, like, immune system or whatever. So, like, if she gets sick, she can, like, have a seizure. So, the daughter she gets the flu, she gets sick, and she gets sick, she gets the flu, but Corey is in Mexico. So, it's two different stories. She say the baby got sick, Corey out of town, and she wished Corey would have came. Bitch, if you don't slow down, I will stop quick and make you hit me, and I get a whole goddamn lawsuit. Oh, heifer. I hate people who be like trying to get around you. Bitch, go to the other lane. Don't be in my lane trying to go around me. Oh, heifer. I'm sorry, y'all. So, I be getting mad. So again, Cheyenne was like, Corey was in Mexico. He should have came back. I can't believe he didn't come back. She made a whole post on IG, posted a couple paragraphs about how, her daughter being so sick in the hospital. Bitch, if you don't slow the fuck down. Oh, God. And my battery low. So she made a post about how the baby was sick and how she was basically putting up a post making it seem like I'm a single parent, Corey ain't shit, our kid is here sick in the hospital, and Corey is in Mexico with his girlfriend. Is what she basically did. She didn't use some words, but people already was upset because Corey got a new girlfriend, so of course this makes it whatever. So that's her story. My child was in the hospital for all these days, and she's posting all this stuff with just her and the baby. And the baby was in the hospital for maybe like 3 days, and they had to admit her because to make her feel better. She wasn't gonna die to my knowledge, but she was sick enough to be admitted. But again, Corey is in Mexico. He wasn't at home, okay? He was in Mexico. So Corey's side of things, because Corey didn't came back. So Corey apparently was on social media, and he was kind of like very emotional because people seeing Cheyenne's post then went to Corey's page telling him he was a horrible father. How can he be, with some girl in Mexico while going off based on Cheyenne's post, making it seem like Corey ain't shit. Like he ain't shit. Nothing. Corey then say, Cheyenne texted me and said, Ryder's not feeling good, so I'm going to take her to the doctor. He said, okay, keep me posted. The mama saying the baby's sick, that don't mean come back. It means, okay, let me know because he had to take a whole flight to come back. All right, let me know what's wrong. He said she then texted me later, like hours and hours later, and said, okay, they're going to admit her and run some tests. Corey said, okay, boom. I had to book a flight to come home. Again, Corey wasn't in the city. Corey out of state. He's in a different state. Point blank to the period. So he said I had to book a flight to get back. Found a flight. Was waiting to fly back. Just waiting to fly back. And because again, the daughter was in the hospital for 3 days. Corey said I came back and I was there like a day and a half with the daughter. So it wasn't as if Corey just never came back. He just needed time to get here. And Cheyenne kind of didn't say that. Okay? And he said he's upset. He said, I feel like she posted that stuff on purpose to make people, feel some kind of way because they're already upset with me because I'm not with her. And I agree. I think Cheyenne ain't shit. I think Cheyenne is a bitter baby mama, and she doing bitter baby mama shit. He came back when he could. Once you told him that she was been admitted, he found the flight to come back. He can't walk there. He can't drive. He can book an available flight and come the fuck back. It showed him in the fucking airport. If she was in the hospital for 3 days and he came back for a day and a half, that means the day she was sick, he probably couldn't come back. He probably couldn't get there until the following day. That's what it was. But Cheyenne didn't admit that. So Corey is like, Taylor's upset because it made people talk about her too because Cheyenne's post. And so when Cheyenne is talking to her mom, I think her sister, Corey didn't come back. He didn't do it. The mom said Corey came back for like a day and a half, Cheyenne. But I think he needs to just realize that our daughter gets sick. Bitch, he came back. He just doesn't get it. And I think he should get it more. You can't force that man. He wasn't. She pissed me off. She kept talking I felt like she want people to hate Corey. And that's dumb. Because what you're going to do is you're going to ruin the co-parenting thing y'all have if you keep doing little slick shit like, oh, let me post stuff on social media that makes the fans think Corey is the deadbeat father. And it seems from the show and from what Shane has said before, Corey is an amazing father. She has never complained about Corey the father. But she now all of a sudden he needs to get that she gets sick, and if she gets sick, she can have a seizure. That's true, but Corey got a doctor, and he can't fix it. But he can do it if you tell him that you think she's sick, and you take her to the hospital, he say, okay, let me know. Because it could have been she not really sick. It could have been, no, she has a little bit of cold. She'll be completely fine. But if the doctor said, okay, we're going to admit her, you tell him that he came home, bitch. What your problem is? It made me so mad. It made me so mad because I think they both can be great co-parents, but Cheyenne needs some dick. She needs some dick. We see next episode, I think the next episode, she got some new boo. She needs some dick. Corey, they think she did it just to get, just to kind of make him mad, but he don't care. But Cheyenne, you ain't shit, girl. You ain't shit. And I'm not saying that Corey's the best person ever or whatever. What I'm saying is she tried to manipulate the situation to have people think that man wasn't there for his kid, and didn't even post. Thank God her dad flew back. Her dad's here. Because Corey, I was there a day and a half. Because her mama said you weren't there by yourself. Corey was there a day and a half. She was only there for 3 days. Girl. That was the whole episode, y'all. Cheyenne gonna be the one catching my rage this season. Let's just say that if I keep reviewing the season. I don't know if I'm gonna keep reviewing the season. Okay? But I hope y'all enjoyed this car conversation on Jay Lee's Corner. Okay? And I'm at home now, so I'm gonna be done. Peace.